My beautiful Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-December right through to mid-January 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details, and I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. The first pile will be your protagonist energy, how you're feeling about your love life. Second pile will be any blockages or challenges that you've experienced so far. And the last pile there will be your outcome. Also, I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you to see the details of what is coming your way. Okay, so let's get straight to it. Just to let you know, your 6th house of daily routine is influencing you at this moment in time. So you may be focused on, tying up loose ends at work, looking at your work schedule, looking at your healthcare routines, really adhering to all the duties that you have, and just making sure that your life is structured or organized, especially during this time of year, because sometimes it can there can be a little bit of disarray in the energy. So that may be influencing you at this time. And also towards the end of the month, your 1st house of identity, appearances, how you feel about yourself is activated. So some of you may welcome in a new wardrobe, for example, a change of clothes. Maybe you're changing your look or revamping your look in some way by changing your hair, dyeing it, cutting it, or just, revamping the way that you dress so that you can express yourself, because that 1st house is all about your authentic expression and who you are and how you express yourself through the things that you surround yourself with or the things that you wear. Okay, now, of course, there's more to life than aesthetics, but you may be feeling those things because of that influence from the 1st house. It doesn't mean you're not focused on love or you won't find love, because it just means that these are the things that may be occupying your mind a little bit more than usual. Now, your first card there is flowers. It's very important, my beautiful Capricorn, that when you get this card, they really want you to be aware that you've done a lot of personal growth work and you are blossoming. You're turning into the person that you always have been and always meant to be. So I feel like you are a gift, and you're recognizing that you are actually a gift when it comes to love, because you make another person open up, be their wonderful selves, and you are someone who accepts another person as they come. You don't try to change anybody. You are who you are, and you expect that person that you fall in love with to be themselves fully in your company, and you give them permission to allow them to shine. But sometimes with the flowers, you may feel that your relationships that start to bloom or blossom get cut short, okay, before they've really reached their prime. With the flowers here, this also indicates that you are trying to find your own happiness from within and not attach your happiness to another person. That is so important, and that is one of the life lessons that most of us have to learn in a very difficult sense. And I feel like you have spiritually evolved to a place where you find happiness in the moment. You're finding joy in the moment and within yourself. So that's really positive, okay? Now, also, they're actually showing me that you will be given some sort of gift in the next 4 to 5 weeks. I mean, okay, that's an obvious thing to say because it's your birthday month that's coming up. I mean, if you look up the LENORMAND deck, flowers literally means gift or, a present given. So, and I know it's your birthday month, so I want to discount that almost because it's such an obvious thing to say. I feel like you may be given something by surprise, something unexpected that is not connected to your birthday. Okay, so I mean, it could be like an unexpected raise or promotion, or it could be an unexpected free coffee in the coffee store, or someone pays it forward and pays for your shopping. There's something gifted to you in the month of, well, in the next 4 to 5 weeks, the end of December into January, where it's a surprise. Okay, and it's going to make you feel like, you know what, there's really good people in this world. Because I feel right now, perhaps you've had a real test of faith when it comes to life in general or the world, but most importantly in love. I feel like it's been a bit of a difficult journey for you. Okay, there's something here that did start to blossom into something long term. This is something from your past that got cut short. Okay, in its prime. They're trying to give me in its prime. It could have been something, it really made you happy, and it got cut short. So perhaps you've been doing a lot of deep self-reflection during since you've separated from this person. Now this could be something you separated from many years ago, it could be many months ago. So I feel like although you do not want to go back to that space because you are a forward moving sign, I feel like you may have been influenced by that experience, and it has changed the way you operate in love going forward. Because this is a card of appreciation, and you may feel sometimes that you are unappreciated in relationships and how much you give of yourself. And it's not easy for you to give all of yourself and be vulnerable with that person because, it's difficult for humans in general to open up and say, this is who I am. Take all of me. And love me, all the parts of me that I don't even love about myself. Love me as I am. I'm showing you, I'm exposing my heart to you and my soul to you, and that is difficult for any human being to do. And I feel like you have done this in the past, and perhaps it ended either abruptly or it disappointed you. Love disappointed you in some way. Now I feel like it's taken you a long time to learn that you are a gift in itself. Okay, it's so important because you are someone who you get a lot of attention, actually, because when you get the bouquet, when you get flowers, it indicates someone who's quite, gets a lot of attention, but sometimes may not realize it. So I feel like pay close attention to your surroundings wherever you go, even if you're just going to the shop, to the mall, or you're going to a community event or whatever. Watch people as you're walking and you will notice them noticing you. Okay, especially normally they do, but you're not noticing it. They want you to really notice it. So I feel as you're walking down the street, just glance about and you will see people noticing you. And there's something about you, my beautiful Capricorn, that is very alluring. It's very magnetic, and your guys want you to have more confidence knowing that you've got that something that a lot of people don't have, perhaps. So just have that confidence within yourself. Believe and you shall receive. Okay, but also I would say watch out for someone giving you a gift, not for your birthday. Okay, it could even be that if you are still working and you're not retired, for example, you may go in and someone's left a little chocolate on your desk as a little gift. I mean, if you're retired, it can mean that perhaps, you get a gift from somebody that you've just met or that you've just started seeing, or it could be like a neighbor brings round something. Or you get a free coffee or something. Okay, so they really want you to be aware of that because that signifies a change. It's like a chain reaction. These events, they may mean nothing in the moment when I'm channeling, but in the next 4 to 5 weeks, when they occur, then it starts a chain reaction of you getting closer to meeting that new love. Okay, so it's really important. Now, in the resistance position, we've got the fish. Now, of course, the fish is it's all about abundance, basically. So you may have felt like you've had a lot of bad luck when it comes to love, or you may have felt that you've met people who are not emotionally available to you, and you have struggled because you've wanted to give your all, but there's something holding them back, or there's something like a barrier, and it may be reflected within the union. Because when you meet a person and you're willing to be open and honest and just say, here I am, take me as I am, let's do this wonderful journey of love and life together, and the other person has old wounds and they take a step back, you feel the energy. That person's taken a step back, and whilst they're still physically and verbally giving you the signals that they're still interested, we're all energy, so you can feel that step back. So as a protective measure, you also take a step back, because we've all had a difficult journey. Life has been something that isn't always plain sailing, and we all have old wounds that can be triggered. So if you're meeting people who tend to have wounds that have not been fixed yet, they may come to you for your warmth, your care, your love, and they seek solace in you because you seem to have it all together. Okay, you're a sign, you know where you're going, you know what you want, you're ambitious, you've got that drive, you've also got that care, that love, that devotion. And sometimes people misconstrue your energy, my beautiful Capricorn. They see you as being really interested in business and money, and they don't see the depth. Okay, but business and money represents stability. So even though you're getting into a relationship with someone, because you have that all-togetherness about you, some people misconstrue that. So you may have noticed in the past that you attract people who are unbalanced emotionally. I mean, we all have moments in life of being unbalanced emotionally. You know, I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. We cannot truly judge another person's journey until we've walked in their shoes. And that's pretty much impossible because everybody is different in terms of their perception and how they deal with things. So I'm just getting this energy, though, that sometimes you feel misunderstood in relationships, and there's a lot more depth to you than people sometimes give you credit for. Okay, you're a very emotional being. When you get the fish, of course, this is about I mean, the fish is in water, so water is about emotions in the tarot, and you have a lot of deep emotions. Now, when you connect to the fish card in Lenormand, it also means like money flowing smoothly, having freedom. So, you know, some of you may go into freelance jobs or have worked in the freelance sector if you're retired at the moment. And, you know, your focus is an ambitious one, okay? And that's just in your nature because you want to, they're giving me a sentence and I'm like, okay, now my readings are not political, but they've given me a sentence. I'll give it to you because it's come out. You want to beat the system. Okay, you don't want to be stuck in the system. You want to beat the system. You want to be free from the system. That's what they're giving me. I'm not going to go into that any further, okay, because that's all they're giving me. So this is a love reading, not a big old political debate. But that's what I'm feeling in your energy. And you may have been working really hard and spent a lot of time focused on your goals. And that's not a bad thing, but it may have left little time for love. Okay, and then suddenly you're like a certain age and you're like, oh, okay, I spent a lot of time chasing that goal, that opportunity, and whilst you are very successful, my beautiful Capricorn, you may have felt that perhaps there was little time for love, or you felt that the people that you were attracting at that time were emotionally unavailable, and therefore it was not a healthy relationship. So I feel like there's a lot of analyzing going on here. Now, the outcome energy, we've got the ring. So there is a commitment on the horizon for you. The ring represents, you know, a bond between you and somebody. I'm going to pull, as I said, a Celtic cross there to see who's coming your way. But the ring basically indicates a contract, a soul contract with another. And there's a very loving, passionate, romantic relationship coming on in here that will be very fulfilling. It starts off as a crush is what they're showing me. It starts off as a crush. So it's not that it's a slow burn, but there will be a period of, do they like me? Do they not like me? Because I feel like this person, they've been hurt before. Okay. And it's not that they're cautious, because when they meet you, they know. Okay, but I feel like this person that you're going to be connecting with in the near future, this is a new person, they don't want to attach an idea of what it means to be with someone in the future. They want to live in the moment. It's like they want to see how it goes, okay? But they're all in terms of relationship. They are looking for a deep, loving relationship that goes the distance, that has longevity and leads to a higher level of commitment, like marriage or moving in, settling down with each other. But because they've learnt that their expectations are sometimes not met in life, this person goes, you know what, I'm just going to live in the moment. And actually, that's where this person is very open-hearted, very playful. They wear their heart on their sleeve. What you see is what you really get. So this person is actually a joy to be with, and there's a lot of romance, okay? Also, with this card, this indicates that there is either a proposal of a partnership with this person. Okay, this person is very loyal, very faithful, and yeah, as soon as you meet this person, I feel like you can see that your future with this person, and they can too. They can see their future with you, but they don't want to dwell in it because they don't want to project their idea of what your future should be with this person. They want to live in the moment and have it organically unfold in the most beautiful, romantic, passionate way. I hope that makes sense of the energy that I've got coming through for this person. Let's get to the Celtic cross for you. First card, we've got the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups indicates that you actually have a lot of choice. And, you know, you may not see that. You don't realize that there are actually a lot of eyes on you. If you can see that that picture right there, there's loads of eyes, okay? And they're all kind of looking at each other. So there is kind of this sense that you may feel a little bit scattered. You can't see people looking at you, as it were. But I feel like you are in a period right now of deconstructing ego, doing a lot of self reflection. Okay, it's almost like you're looking at who you used to be in relationships and who you are now, because I feel like you've grown, you've matured, you've evolved, and you've look at that, the Empress card, male or female, not a gender specific reading. When you get the Empress card, this indicates you're in a deep period of self-love, self-care, and you're not willing to settle, and you're also you know, you're not accepting bad behavior. That's I feel like you're in this zone of like, no, okay, if there's a red flag, I'm cutting it short. I'm not wasting my time. So, but I definitely see you wanting to invest in a future. Okay, thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Okay, the Tower. Now, I did a little pre-shuffle for you all beforehand, and this deck, the Tower came out in this deck here. Okay, so I fully expect that you're going to be liberated from feeling stuck, and you're actually going to meet this person quite by surprise. When you meet this person, you're not looking for love, okay, but they pique your curiosity. So we'll try and see where this person, you meet this person, but I feel like you're going to meet this person connected to either some sort of travel or some sort of group event where someone celebrates something. I mean, again, you know, I don't want to connect it to your birthday. So I feel it's separate. So it could be an invitation to something that you have to actually travel to. But anyway, let's get to the bottom of it. We've got the first card, the Seven of Cups. And you may have met people in the past who, as I said, were emotionally avoidant, people who had commitment issues perhaps, and they saw you as that solace, that lighthouse in the storm of their emotions. And they've gravitated towards you because you offer so much love, and they love you also, but they see you as this pillar of strength to cling to as well. So you may have noticed that. So if you've had a period of people coming towards you to be fixed, for example, you know, there may be some trauma bonding that has gone on there in that relationship. I feel like you are evolving from that, and you are now attracting healthier relationships is what they're showing me. Seven of Cups, you may feel a little bit scattered in your energy and a little bit uncertain as to how your love life is going to evolve, because right now you can't see it. Okay, when you get the Seven of Water, though, it does indicate that you have a very fertile imagination, and you can unleash that imagination and start to begin to play with these images of who it is you would like to connect to, what kind of person they are, what they look like, how you feel when you're with that person, because thoughts become things. This card gives you an opportunity to dream, to allow you to blend your desire with the sort of alchemy of the universe, that magic, in order to attract something new. So it's very important to remember that thoughts become things. That is what manifestation is, okay? Whenever we start to doubt, we tell the universe we don't trust you. I don't trust the universe is what you're saying. I don't trust you to work behind the scenes and bring me a love that is healthy and kind and loving and with longevity. So it's important to remember, visualize what it is you want or who it is you want. See your life with that person. See yourself taking a shower with that person, having dinner with that person, going traveling with that person, having children if that's what you want, or a dog or a cat or whatever it is you want. Visualize yourself with that person, and the universe will orchestrate to bring you someone who is as close to that order as possible. Okay. I'm only saying this because what is crossing you right now is the Magician card. And the Magician card indicates you feel you've wasted a lot of time with people who are not right for you, and you feel very unfulfilled in relationships. And you have a lot of potential, my beautiful Capricorn. You are a gift when it comes to love. And I'm not blowing smoke up your you-know-what. You got two cards that indicate you are a gift in a loving relationship. Okay? But sometimes you doubt whether love is coming for you because so far it has not shown up properly on your time and your terms. So sometimes it can be very frustrating. I know. I spent many years sort of kind of giving up and saying, love's obviously not coming for me because it's not happening. And then suddenly when I start to spiritually evolve, and because basically for many years, since I was a child, I have had certain abilities, shall we say, and I was afraid of them, because I just didn't want to see anything that would be upsetting to do with my family. Very sensitive person. I'm Scorpio. So I was like, I don't want to see these things because I'm afraid of what you're going to show me. So I shut it off. Okay. And actually, for some of my teenage years, I did a lot of drinking to kind of like just cut it out and say, nope, I can't see. I don't want to see. But as I got older, I started to connect more to these abilities. And my guys were like, why are you getting frustrated? What is meant for you will never pass you by. Okay? Everything happens for a reason in the moment when you are ready and when the other person is ready. Because remember, two people on a journey, they're on a journey to meet each other. And the other person also has to do spiritual work to meet your level of frequency, so you've got a match. So sometimes it's, you may be saying, I'm ready, but the other person may not be as spiritually evolved as you in this moment, but is catching up. So with the Creatrix, which is basically the Magician card, this indicates you are actually bringing this person to life using your mind. So positive thoughts. And I know it's not easy, but it's so important that when the doubt creeps in, because it does, we're human, okay? We all have those thoughts of it's not going to happen, or it hasn't happened by now. What's wrong with me? Why isn't it showing up for me? I'm done with this. I'm wasted my time believing. We all have those thoughts. Just for a moment, correct yourself and say, you know what? I'm struggling right now, and I'm sorry, universe, but I do believe. It's really difficult right now, and I'm having a moment, and just sort of like let it go as much as possible. Okay. As you can see with this Creatrix, these two figures are coming into being. So you're currently manifesting a relationship to life. That's what's happening right now. As you can see, they're all bubbling up. Two souls are starting to be formed in this bond. So you're going to meet this person pretty soon. We got the World card indicating a new cycle is opening up for you. What are you manifesting deep down? The Knight of Cups. You're manifesting love. You're revitalizing your spirits, and you're going to believe in love again when you meet this new person. This is a very romantic attraction. This is someone who's got manners, someone who is aware of their actions affecting the other person in a relationship. Because sometimes people get into a relationship and they're still on single mode. They don't factor in the other person in the way that you do, okay? So, or the way that you have. And I feel like you are about to revive your love life. That's what I feel with this card. You're reviving your love life. Also, I feel in your single period, you've actually been learning to love yourself, because the cup of love starts with the self. So I feel like you're learning to fall in love with yourself all over again. Because when we're children, we don't even realize, when we're children or younger, we have that confidence to kind of like love ourselves fully and not accept bad behavior, or we get cross or angry and things like that. But as we get older and things like bullying or wounding come into play, we start to dull our shine. We start to become lesser of who we always were. And we forget ourselves for a while. We get a bit lost. There's that sentence, it's like to go off and find yourself. And I know it sounds like woo-woo and all like that, very superficial sentence, but it's true. We lose ourselves for a certain period of time, and we start to recall and remember who we used to be, and then we actually evolve into who we were always meant to be. We become. So I feel right now you are in the stages of attracting a loyal, faithful relationship, someone who I feel when you get a Knight of Cups, it's an invitation. Okay, and you've got the Eight of Wands there as well. So I feel like you're going to be invited to something to celebrate, and in that you're going to meet this new person. Okay, you're attracting someone new here. Now, this person, the way you'll know this person gives you a compliment. Okay, this person gives you a compliment. That's what they're showing me. Also, they're also giving me this. They're showing me this image right now of a Rubik's cube. Rubik's cube. I mean, I'm showing my age now. This is like a puzzle that it's got lots of colors on it. You just move it around. It's like a cube. Very famous. Google it if you don't know what it is. They're showing me that right now. Now, I do remember a Rubik's cube has come up in one of the readings before. Now, it may have been for your sign, my beautiful Capricorn, or it may have been for another. I'm not sure. But Rubik's Cube, I mean, obviously represents a puzzle, but it can mean that in the next 4 to 5 weeks, you will see a Rubik's Cube, or maybe even be gifted one. Or you and this new person talk about a Rubik's Cube. There's something about this Rubik's Cube. I mean, it could even be that you're walking down the sidewalk and, you know, there's been an art installation in your local park and it's a Rubik's Cube. So, you know, look out for that. In the next 4 to 5 weeks, it kind of symbolizes that you are closer to connecting to this new love, okay? Now, what's happened in the past? We've got the Fool card. So I feel you're remembering your playful spirit. I also feel you have signaled to the universe you're ready for new. No going back. Although right now we've got you in the Six of Cups energy, which is nostalgia, you may be using that nostalgia in order to get closure on the past, okay? Because I actually see you wanting new. You may hear from an ex wanting to reunite, especially if you celebrate, well, of course, they know it's your birthday month, so they may reach out to you, so just watch out for that. But I feel like you're not entertaining it at all. The Fool card, you've decided you want someone new, okay? I feel like you're leaving the past behind and you're ringing in the new year with new energy and new love, okay? What is in the potential position? Now, this is divine counterpart. You're vibing at a frequency where you're attracting a healthy love, someone who respects you, someone who nurtures a loving relationship, someone who's very supportive, someone who wants to settle down. If you want to have children, for example, there is definitely the potential to settle down with this new person and have children if that's what you're hoping for. The Empress card is to be very attractive to a divine counterpart. So I feel it's so important. Notice people noticing you. You are turning heads. Also, the Empress card indicates you've gone through a big period of self-development, self-care. So you're vibing at a frequency to meet that divine counterpart in the near future. The Empress card tends to represent potential. So you got two cards, the Fool card and the Empress card, of a lot of potential. Something new is starting, and it's going to develop into something where you settle down, and it's almost like the seed has been planted. For some of you, you may have already just met this person, okay, because the Fool card represents new start and it's in your past position. So you may have already started talking to someone new that you're curious about, but if you haven't, you're about to meet this person, okay? In the near future, we got the World card, a closing of a cycle, and being proud of yourself that you're coming out of a comfort zone. Because we've got the Tower there, this represents you feeling stuck when it comes to love. Some of you may be shy, or some of you may have had previous experiences that has kept you feeling stressed and stuck about love, and almost like you took yourself out of the game, not looking for love. You've taken yourself out of the dating pool. But with the World card, this indicates, you know, you are coming to fulfillment within yourself and you're ready to start something new, okay? There's no accident that you've got the Fool card and the World card, two major arcanas that are the start and the end of a cycle, and now you're moving into something new where you're opening yourself up to love. Now, a lot of you may be traveling. okay, or have just booked travel for next year, there is a connection there, okay, because you've got the Eight of Wands and you've got the World card, and these are travel cards. So some of you may be thinking about relocating or emigrating, or you may actually decide to book a vacation. And it could even be a spiritual retreat or something into the country, or something, getting connected to nature, okay? And I feel like you have strong potential to go to that and be invited to something. You may meet a group of new people, for example, just by accident, and then they invite you to something. But if you're not planning travel, whatever it is, it involves an invitation. Okay, I mean, it could literally be that your work is saying, we're going on a team building course, and you have to do it connected to your work, and you go on that thing, and perhaps the instructor there, you've got an attraction with that person. Or it doesn't always have to be that, oh, you're invited to a party. It doesn't have to be like that. It can be an invitation extended from any walk of your life. If you do not work, for example, it could be that one of your friends says, you know what, I really wanted to go and visit this area. Let's go on a road trip. And you're like, you know what, yeah, let's do it. Okay, so it doesn't have to be in the form that perhaps we sometimes think. Now, this is your advice to yourself in this moment. The Six of Cups. Now, the Six of Cups, again, is another card of invitation, a message, an offer, okay? So I feel like out of the blue, you're offered something, and the Six of Cups, please look it up if you don't know tarot. It's always good to look up the meanings of the cards as well, so that you know that you're getting the right energy from each reader as to what the card means as well. Six of Cups is literally like a gift. You've got so many cards that indicate a gift is coming your way, but also that you are a gift, and that the universe is bestowing an offer of love upon you, okay? Now, I do have to pull a card on this, because the Six of Cups also can indicate a reunite between you and a person, a reconciliation, or someone reaching out, telling you that they are missing you. Now, this does not have to be an ex, okay? This could be a friend that you haven't seen for a long time, and they may be very nostalgic and say, you know, remember that time we did this? Oh my gosh, remember that place we used to go? Remember we used to go to the museum or the gallery or whatever, or the bar? It doesn't matter where it is. Let's meet up. I haven't seen you in a while. That could be the invitation, okay? So I'm just going to pull a card on that just to make sure. Oh, can you please clarify for my beautiful Capricorn what this is? Ace of Cups. Okay, I gotta go again, because can you please clarify? This is new. This, whatever this invitation is, wow, whatever this invitation is, it could be from a friend. Now, it could be a friend that perhaps has romantic feelings for you, but because aces tend to be new energy, I feel like whoever invites you to this thing, it could even be a spiritual retreat. Whatever you're invited to, there is love there. You will find love there. They keep giving me that energy, okay? Ace of Cups, the start of new love, a gift of love being offered by the universe. That's literally what the Six of Cups means. But I wanted to make sure that it was the gift of love, the energy that I was picking up first and foremost from the card, because it does have a double meaning, which means someone from your past wants to reunite with you, like an ex as well, okay? But I am getting this pure energy of someone you know may invite you to something, and in this event you find new love, okay? So again, they're highlighting that. Now, the external circumstances, we got the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is adventure, being bold, stepping out of a comfort zone, and finding your purpose. So some of you may even put yourself on a course of learning. It could be that you are investigating a hobby that you thought about doing, or picking up a new skill, or even just learning something that really gets you excited. So some of you may actually put yourself out there onto something that you're interested in, and you're eager to get going on it. And through that event, you may be invited to something, but I feel a group setting puts you in a position to meet this new person. Page of Wands also indicates that whoever you're meeting, because this is the external circumstances, pages are often the start, the curiosity period between you and a person. And this is someone who's very loyal, someone who's very supportive. I feel like it kind of starts as friends first, but it quickly, there's a lot of chemistry, okay? So I feel it builds quite quickly. So it's not like you're going to be friends for years with this person and then it develops into something. I feel like this person gives you a compliment, something about you. It could be about your jacket. It could be about your look. It could be about the music taste you have. It could be something, whatever it is, they give you a compliment. And this makes you realize this person's paying special attention to you, okay? And there's a spark between you both. This person's very committed. They're very loyal. They're looking for a long-term commitment. Now, this person may also be a little bit younger than you, but don't let that put you off. Some of you may have been worried if you've got children, for example, you're wondering how to factor this new love in. I feel like this person, you will know when the time is right, of course, but I feel like it develops into something very healthy, something that is really good for you. So, and if you do have children, there also is the potential for you to meet this new person who may also have children as well. But if you are not looking for someone who has children, I feel that's what you're attracting. You're attracting someone who does not have children, if that's what you are thinking about. Because remember, thoughts are becoming things for you, okay? Now, the hope and fear and position is the 10 of Cups. You're all or nothing, ride or die. You're in or out, that's it. You're not settling for second best. 10 of Cups, you're looking for that happy ever after. Someone who is supportive, someone who's got your back in this journey of life, someone who, you know, has deep companionship with you, someone who is a friend and also a lover, someone who is someone you can trust, someone who you can have fulfillment with, you know, someone who it's like a peaceful relationship that brings joy, romance, passion, excitement, someone you can be vulnerable with and open with and say, you know, this is who I am. Now, some of you may be a little bit older in energy, but I want you to be aware, love has no ties to age. Love is love. When there's feelings involved, age is not a factor. So I want you to be aware. It doesn't matter what age you are. If you're yearning for love, it's headed in your direction, okay? The fear here, of course, is separation, but also I get, you may wonder if your family likes the person. You may have experienced in the past a divorce or witnessed one in your childhood, and it's influenced the way you are with your heart, because there's caution with this card. I feel a little bit of caution energy coming through, okay? But I feel you are going to be curious and talking to someone new, and it's going to surprise you, because when you go to this event or whatever this invitation is, you are, I mean, it could even be that someone says, hey, I'm volunteering at the local community. Fancy helping me out? It could be anything. And when you go there, you're not looking for love, but love finds you at this place, okay? The Tower is a shock. Suddenly, everything's different. When you got the Tower represents prison energy, where you feel like you're going round and round in circles. Same old day, same old things, every day for the rest of time, okay? It just feels like nothing new is happening. But when you've got the Tower card there, it indicates a liberation. You're doing something different. You're stepping out of a comfort zone. That's what your Page of Wands indicates. In order to do things differently, you have to push yourself out of that routine, shall we say. So even if, for example, if you're really shy and you're a bit of a homebody and you feel like, I can't connect to any invitations right now and I'm just not that sort of person, then you may put yourself online dating. So I feel like you are finding a way. You're being bold. You're doing something different, because if you do what you always do, you're going to always get what you always get. And if that's something you're unhappy with, you are ready to change things up. You're shaking things up, okay? The Tower is like a sudden realization that everything is happening really fast. So as soon as you meet this person, it's like everything comes crumbling away and you're making space for something better, for something different, okay? So I feel like all these emotions start bubbling to the surface when you meet this person. You're like, whoa, okay, this is different. And I feel with the Eight of Wands, although I get this energy of this person and you kind of taking it organically and slow, there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of messages going back and forth. So you get to know each other quite quickly, but I feel the relationship goes a little bit slower than that, if you know what I mean. So you're building a foundation, you're building a friendship with this person at first, and then the passion kicks in, and then it's like a whirlwind, okay? Eight of Wands also indicates travel. I feel as you move from January into February, things really pick up the pace in this relationship. A lot of communication back and forth. It is hot and heavy, okay? But it's more than that, because the Page of Swords is about curiosity. It is about getting to know each other. It's about going deep. It's about going under the surface with each other, okay? So again, I feel this person, it's a meeting of minds for you and this person. You're on the same wavelength. You're on the same level. There's incredible conversations long into the night. I get this energy of both of you only have eyes for each other. You pay each other a lot of attention. Even before you get in a relationship with this person pays you extra attention. So watch out for the person who gives you a compliment and pays you extra attention. Now I'm getting a song at the same time as seeing a double number. The double number is 2222, so 2222. So this may be a numerical synchronicity that you'll see over the next 4 to 5 weeks. It indicates you're going to start to see meaningful coincidences, okay? So for example, if you start seeing a name everywhere you go, and it's not a name that is familiar to you, it may be signaling from your guides that you're about to meet someone with that name or some sort of connection to that name. So watch out for that as well. But I would watch out for 2222. It indicates that there is change in your frequency. Now let me just connect to this song. Searching for missing pieces. I've found my way home. Oh, wow. Okay. It's like gone like a reverb, like everything's gone weird. It's like they're fast forwarding or rewinding. Like in your eyes, I see my future in an instant. And there it goes. I think I've found my best friend. Okay, this is actually a famous song, and it may have come up before, but I've never paid much attention to those lyrics. I'm the sort of person that I'll hear the chorus and I might sing along with that. But I want to say that song, and this is me just trying to remember. They're not giving it to me. They're just giving me the song, those lyrics, because it's on repeat again now. I want to say it's Savage Garden. And I think it's like, I knew I met you, or I knew I loved you, or I knew I have a future with you. It's something about knowing, the knowingness. Okay, so I can't remember exactly what the title of the song is, but I think it is Savage Garden, and that's just me like trying to remember, okay? I don't know much of their music, but I think this was a pretty famous one that was everywhere at one time, and I definitely think it's come up in a reading maybe even about 2 years ago. Maybe not for your sign, but I've definitely heard this before, okay? So that song is relevant because you may hear that song in the next 4 to 5 weeks that signal you're about to meet this new person. I mean, listening to the lyrics, searching for missing pieces, I'm finding my way home or something it said. It stopped now, so I have to remember what it said. Seeing their future in an instant in your eyes. I feel like this is how you and this person actually feel about each other. Like you're coming home to each other, okay? And most crucially, this person is like a best friend. Okay, so there's a solid foundation there. You're both going to be very curious about each other. Lots of messages. You're going to be surprised. This person is, they're all in. And you're going to be surprised by this relationship. So I'm just going to pick a final card for you. We got number 11. This person is a soulmate. There's a bond. There's a contract between you and this person. We've got Rose. And it says here, protection, love, romance. So again, they're highlighting. You could have got any card here. You could have got fire, because it will be hot and heavy. You could have got spiritual body, astral travel. You could have got any card, but you got the romance card. You could have got donut. But you got the rose card. And it says, your bond deepens as you surrender to the purity within your heart. Surrendering. You know what? I feel like this song has even got the word surrender in it, because suddenly the music started to play again, and I just briefly heard, I'm getting true chills. It was like a whisper of surrender. Oof. So I'm going to have to actually listen to that song myself and find out if it's got the word surrender in it, but I will check. It may not. It may be that they just bringing the music up and sort of giving me the word surrender. But that is your final card. So romance headed in your direction. Let me just pull a trinket before we close. We've got grapes. Okay, now grapes represent something fruitful. Okay, two independent spirits coming together to grow something really healthy, something really sweet, something rewarding. And this person, I mean, you may even grab a juice or a drink with this person. You may even talk about grapes in some way. So all these images and these trinkets and all these songs, they come together to form clues to you meeting this new person, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Capricorn. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn. Love and light.